We still living when the loving is gone. Kill, kill was a government song. Sing along, it's just my brothers in arms. Gotta stick together.
Good morning, YouTube. GMan 5338 coming at you with a Mental Health Monday. What the hell are we going to talk about today? Notebooks. No, I don't want to call it a journal or a diary because that is for little teenagers to write about, you know, the hair that's growing in places it wasn't growing before and their feelings for the opposite sex that they never had before. That's what a diary is for. That's what a journal is for, yo. No, this is a notebook. This is your mental health notebook. It's what you're going to use to develop something called self-awareness. All right? It's also going to help you keep your goals in check and make sure that you stay on track for them. Now, when you suffer from mental health issues, one of the most important skills you can develop and hone is self-awareness. Before we get into that, remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I love to know what you're thinking about my content. All right? Now, on to the notebook. All right? Like I said, when you suffer from mental health issues, self-awareness is crucial in your day-to-day life. All right? Now, not everybody possesses this skill. Okay? But fear not, people. This is something you can learn. Anybody can learn this trick, all right? I promise you. And all you need is a pen or a pencil and a notebook, all right? You can even get fancy with like a dictaphone and shit. Whatever you need to record this, all right? You just need to document things. And I'll tell you how this helps and why it helps. Now, look, I don't want you to be put off by the idea of writing your fee-fees down on paper. There's nothing wrong with this. Lots of people use notebooks, all right? Bodybuilders, you know, strength trainers, people who work out seriously will keep a notebook of their exercises and how their body is doing, what they're eating, all kinds of shit like that. Snipers, shooters, anybody who's seriously into marksmanship will do the same thing, all right? There are lots of people in this world that keep notebooks. There's nothing wrong with it, all right? We are not calling this a diary or a journal. Okay? We're not teenagers here. If you are a teenager, I don't know, maybe there's some sort of website for PTSD help for youth. But yeah. So anyways, listen, one of the first things you need to do is go get yourself a book, some type of way to record this shit down. And what you want to do when you first wake up in the morning, okay, you need to, if you've had a nightmare or something like that, write down what your nightmare was about and write down how you're feeling in the morning. All right? It doesn't have to be, you know, a novel, all right? Just a couple lines for you to remember. All right, to help you remember how your morning started and what your nightmares were like. Now, I would suggest making at least 2 entries into your notebook a day. One in the morning, like I said, and one at night. All right, so you can write down how you're feeling before you go to bed. All right, now, with these at least two entry points into your notebook, all right, this is going to give you a good swath kind of coverage of your day, all right? Now, where does this come into play? Well, what's going to happen is that over time, I mean, I'm talking like months, all right, you're going to start to be able to see patterns in your behavior emerge, all right? You'll be able to find triggers, what you did to handle that situation, you know, what kind of support mechanisms you put in place, all that kind of stuff. And what this leads to down the line is you sort of developing the habit of assessing your mood and your mental health situation on a daily basis. Okay, depending on what your mental health issue is and how severely you're affected by those mental health issues. All right. It can change, hour to hour, your moods, how you're doing, all that kind of shit. Or it can be day to day, week to week. But you need to allow some time in this notebook so that you can start seeing these patterns, all right? Because that's how you're going to build up the habit, all right, of assessing your behavior and what you're doing. And this is teaching you self-awareness, all right? Because before you know it, you're not going to need that notebook anymore. All right. If you want to carry on with it, that's up to you. But eventually, you are going to develop the habit and the skills, okay, to assess your behavior, situations, triggers, and coping mechanisms and support mechanisms. All right. You're going to be able to figure out what's working and what is not working. All right. This is the best way for you to do self-assessments. Okay. I realize that not everybody has a doctor. Okay, or somebody that is going to help them find their way. So this is something that anybody can do, whether you're in therapy or not, or if you just think maybe that you have mental health issues, all right? This is a good way to document this stuff. Now, there is another purpose for this, okay? Especially if you're, kind of running low on hope, if you're suicidal or you're just really down, all right? I've talked about it before, is that you need to have some kind of carrot, one thing every day, kind of a goal that you're going to use to motivate yourself to do something, all right? Now, you want to record this in your notebook too, because it's a lot more motivating for you to get up and fight the good fight, okay, against your mental health issues, all right, when you can see a goal for yourself written down in paper in your own handwriting, all right? It's way more motivating than just, having this thought or this inkling that you're going to do something. Okay, you're going to look at that paper and say, I wrote that, and I am going to make myself do that, because if I don't do this, I'm going to be a failure to myself. Screw everybody else. This is about you, all right? And if you start failing yourself, then what's going to happen is that, your depression and your shit is going to get worse, because you're going to get even more down on yourself. So do yourself a favor and write a goal down every day in your book, right? In your notebook, so that you have something to shoot for and you have a sense of accomplishment at the end of every day, all right? Now, the final thing this is going to help you do, this notebook, all right, is that if you don't have one already, it will help you develop a routine. One that works with you and your mental health issues and your abilities. All right? And routine is key. All right? With routine, you will find comfort. Why? Because you know what the hell is going to be happening. All right? It will make things much easier on your psyche. So listen, do yourselves a favor. Get at the very least a couple scraps of paper and a pen and start doing this shit today. There is no time like the present to get a grip on your shit. We can all do this. Now, I want you to stay tuned this week. We've got, our usual shows coming up. We'll do a What Happened Wednesday. It just won't be live. I'll probably drop a tattoo. Friday, we'll deal a little more with some medical marijuana. I think we're going to look at different ways you can smoke this shit. We'll make a bunch of bongs and pipes, all kinds of stuff, all right? We'll get creative here on the show with your streetwise professor, GMan 5338. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're safe. Stay up, stay strong, and be good. Remember to look out for each other, people, because we are all we have. Peace.
We still living when the loving is gone. Kill, kill was a government song. Sing along. It's just my brothers in arms. Gotta stick